Hi, I am Lisa Wold. I am sitting in my piano studio where I teach, and I am here to show you the patented piano bench. I call it the piano bench for a couple reasons. A piano bench is necessary to have in order to play the piano. You have to sit on one to play the piano, and it also holds our music books. Well, in this case, the piano bench holds necessary piano tools in order to teach the piano. These tools are designed especially to teach the abstract concepts of music. I designed all of these tools in such a way that even 5- and 6-year-olds can easily understand these concept matters, such as things like compound meter, and how do the keys, piano keys, these are piano keys, these are the black piano keys, these are white piano keys, how do these relate to the lines and the spaces of the staff, and also things such as half steps and whole steps. Here's an acrylic half and whole step. 2 half steps make a whole step. I have also devised a ball and metronome method way of counting rhythms. All of these materials are solid wood and acrylic, and I make them in my own laser engraver. Here's the patent. With all the drawings. Ta-da. First I want to show you the piano bench itself. This is a canvas bag with an adjustable strap. Very durable. It opens up into a large pocket, and out comes the puzzle mat, which you set up on a table such as this. I'm actually sitting in front of my table where I have it set up at all times. And then there is a set of, this is the staff and keys collection. There's a large box and a small box, staff and keys collection. These are all the tools that you need when you're teaching the reading music aspect of teaching music. Out comes the large and small box of all the tools you need when you're teaching how to count music. Out comes the teacher's guide. This has a thorough description of each of the 25 activities that you can do with all the teaching tools. They're in order of how you would teach them chronologically, how you would normally teach them, such as the foundation elements, building the piano keys, so you would build them. These are a few piano keys with the letters, and you would build them on the piano mat, G, A, B, C, D, and so forth. You would line them up, the beginning student. There are many, well, there are 25 in here. And then each page has a scannable video that you can watch with your student on how to do the activity in your studio. Each teacher can do the activity with their student. These are laminated with pictures on how to do each activity. Also, here are the racquetballs. This is how I teach rhythm with the metronome. It's a great way to teach rhythm. I have 5 and 6 students as young as 5 or 6 year olds who learn every single rhythm that there is, and they're composing with all their rhythms using all these rhythms in the boxes. They line the rhythms up on the puzzle mat, and then I write the rhythms out on a piece of paper, and then they play the rhythms with their fingers on the piano, and they learn how to play these rhythms with the metronome on. I call them rhythm rows. They do all this before they learn to read music, which is about 4 months into their lessons. It's a great way to get them to play music, their own music, before they're reading music. Okay, so that's what's in the inside large pocket. Then, this is the treble clef, bass clef. That's what you put on when you're building the lines and the spaces. When you introduce reading music, you put these next to the keys here on the puzzle mat. You line up the keys, the white keys, and then you line up the lines and the spaces next to the keys so they can see how the lines and the spaces connect to the white keys on the piano. Then they can see how the lines and the spaces of the staff correlate with the piano keys. So it really makes sense. Then on this side, these are little pockets. I have a pointer pencil, which is used for drills. I have gloves, which I use to draw finger numbers on with a Sharpie. In the back pocket, zipper back pocket, I have the circle of fifths, it's acrylic, and this can stay on the piano music rack on the piano. I also have the grand staff, and this is what I use with the pointer pencil for the drills. And the student, the teacher, the parents at home, after the student learns what the lines and the spaces are, I have special ways to teach those. They learn, the parent learns to point, well, the parent doesn't learn, but the parent points the lines and spaces, and the students drill by playing all the keys on the piano that match to the lines and the spaces. And they learn to do that as fast as they can. And it's very important that they can do this with all the lines and the spaces, and they get fluent and automatic, finding all the lines and the spaces right away in book 1 when they're learning to read music at the beginning. Not in book 3, but at the beginning. And it's possible. It's very possible. Also, in the back pocket are these charts. These go on the music rack on the piano. This is the metronome ball exercise rhythms. These are all the rhythms that the students learn right away in chapter 4, right after they learn how to play the piano keys and sit at the bench. They learn their rhythms right away, and they learn how to compose with these rhythms. Oh, this is how to put everything back in the boxes. this is a nice chart that shows all the Rhythms compound meter and simple meter. These are all the activities in the piano bench, and these are all the items in the piano bench. So these are charts that are in the back of the piano bench. And so that's what's housed in here, all those nifty tools. And before I let you go, I have to show you something really cool. In the compound meter, this is one of the reasons I got my patent. The sun is coming in this window, which is not a cool thing, but this, okay, I can move this. Okay. Let's see. Wait, that wasn't the piece. Okay, this is cherry wood. This is the wrong time of day, sorry. This is cherry wood, and I use cherry wood for the compound meter, and the compound meter sizes are twice as big as the simple meter. So notice the notice the dotted half note. The size is twice as big, so we have 6 inches for the dotted half note in compound meter and 6 inches for the dotted half note in simple meter. Backing up, I should have started with the 8th note. 8th note is 1/2 inch. 8th note, that is in simple meter. Compound meter, it's 1 inch, twice as big. Because in compound meter, the 8th note gets the beat. And in my system, the 1 inch is 1 beat. So here's a quarter note that's 1 inch. That's 1 beat. Okay, look at the dotted half note. That's in maple for simple meter. And this is in cherry wood. The patent office loved this. Okay, so the maple piece is 1.5 inch. And the cherry piece is 3 inches. So 3 beats, 1.5 beats. It's so easy to teach compound meter this way. It saves me hours and weeks teaching compound meter this way. I lay it out on the mat and they get it. Even 6-year-olds. I love it. Okay, here's the quarter note in simple meter. Here's a quarter note in compound meter. Oh, wait, one more thing. Okay, the black keys, oops, upside down. The black keys have 2 engraved letters and symbols. As you can see, this is F sharp and G flat. So in book 2 of my system, they lay out the white keys, and then they also put the black keys in so that they can see that each black key, visually they can see it's F sharp and G flat. So every black key has the 2 engraved sharps and flats on it, which is great. Oh my goodness, the time of day really snuck up on me here. Okay. It's a little better. One last thing. You may use the piano bench with your own piano books that you use, and you can also use it with my piano books. It works either way. But I know you will enjoy all the teaching tools that are in the piano bench, because I love it and I would not teach without it. And I'm going to say goodbye because the sun is really playing tricks on this video, but I don't want to shoot it again. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.